Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak Part 14. In the previous video we did some just kind of random running around stuff in the village of Creole? Is that where you live, Sir Gonzalez, if that is your real name? Supposed to go back to the inn and talk about what the hell we're going to do, correct? That sounds right. Also, just because this is on my mind before we go in, I got like beef with YouTube. Like, so there's not too much of a backlog on this series. So this is what, part 14, part 10 went up yesterday. And for some reason, the YouTube video for part 10 is like loud as hell. And I don't know why, because the raw file is fine. Because, like, I don't really normally watch the videos on YouTube, right? Like, if I just scroll through, like, the raw file whenever I'm doing, like, thumbnails and stuff, and then that's usually about all I ever see of the videos, for the most part. But, you know, someone had made a comment with a timestamp, and I clicked on it, and it played the video, and, like, I don't know why it was so loud. And, like, the others don't seem to be that weird. I didn't check all of them, but, like, I don't know why the version that got processed through YouTube, they just said, let's crank this MFR up. So if you notice part 10 being unbelievably loud, that's not on me. My raw file that I uploaded, or the edited file that I uploaded, sounds fine.
Looks like another good harvest.
Like, I'm familiar with YouTube being like, hey, that's a nice looking video you had. What if we pixelated the shit out of it? And you say, no, YouTube, no, don't do that. Like, haha, too late. You're not important enough to get the fucking good processing. Eat shit. But I've never had them, like, fiddle with my audio before. At least, like, to that degree, and that I've noticed. And then also I was like, did I upload the wrong file? Like, did I upload the raw version? Because, I mean, I do a small amount of audio processing and balancing, but no, it was the correct one. I don't know what's wrong. Shit kind of got me paranoid now, though. I think we got enough info at this point. I'm sure we could dig up some more, but we can call it here if we want. Yeah, sure. End investigation, roll credits, the end. Come back in a year. So to recap, Ida's unit stayed at this inn 10 days ago. Then they left the next day and everyone except Ida hasn't been back since. But Ida herself has been spotted a couple of times now, last sighting being 2 days ago. What's more, she's only been seen at night. Yeah, that about covers what we know. I guess it's possible she's working separately from the rest of her unit. But why would she do that? I just can't make heads or tails of it. Let's just go to the ruins. Like, let's just cut the middleman out of this. Go straight to the ruins, come on. Me neither. Sometimes we split up during ops, but it's generally not a good call. But even if she did put her unit on standby, why would she send herself out in the field? Why not a scout? No matter how you slice it, a Jaeger commander doing basic reconnaissance is weird as hell. She's weird as hell. I mean, you don't know that, but we saw her for 8 seconds. I feel pretty okay in making the determination. Weird as hell. Speaking of weird crap, what was it with all that junk she was buying? You mean her bulk order of wiring? Yeah, that was certainly strange. And the mysteries don't end there. We don't know that they haven't come back for food since they left. Yeah, no one saw Ida get some grub either. Yeah, that's how you know she's sus. She didn't buy a chocolate cake after she finished her day's work. Not to mention, something was really off about those wolves. They were acting really funny in both fights, especially the second one. Good to know I wasn't the only one who thought that. They looked like they were in a daze, not a scratch. They looked downright petrified. I'm thinking they were driven by fear. You may be onto something there. But what exactly they've been so fearful of? That's the question, isn't it? They could just be scared of some other tough monsters, but maybe there's some more sinister forces at work here. Well, whatever the answer is, I'm more convinced than ever that Ida's unit is somewhere near Creel. There are so many good spots for setting up camp around here. Yeah, like the hills from earlier, or the forest on the other side of the buckwheat fields. There's also a place further upstream. Still doesn't answer the question of how they're getting food, though. Can't picture them strolling up to a farm and stealing crops. Heck no, they would never stoop so low. it'd be much easier for them to just buy the food from the village. It's not as though they're wanting for Mira, right? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the chump of food is chump change compared to weapons and ammo. And then I gotta break the bank to afford a 10-day stay here either. So I'm thinking there's gotta be something more to this. Some answer that's staring us in the face. Something that force a flock of top-ranking Jaegers from their nest and into hiding for 10 days straight. And something that make the commander come to the village at night all by herself. And I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with the... Oh, did they get turned into wolves? Are they beastmen? Feels like we're so close to solving this mystery, like they can't be seen because they got some Lycan's curse. We're still missing the critical pieces to this puzzle, and we can't crack the case without them. It means we gotta do some more. Does anyone smell that? I smell someone at the door. Oh, dinner must be. Get away from the door. What? So anyway, Fairy started blasting.
Dark ride. And I can tell one of your companions is quick on the uptake.
A savage voice. Who's the hat? It looks like. You gotta be shitting me. How are you doing here?
Good to see you too. Nice job fixing up that truck of yours. It looks brand spanking new.
This motherfucker break my truck? Or our truck, comrade? Yeah, no thanks to you, you prick. It is, indeed. It's Walter the Direwolf? Oh yeah, I forgot he was called that.
Hey there, girlies. The name's Walter.
Yeah, I'm just like Zen. Haven't been seeing in about 8 years. Technically, I guess I've been gone longer than Zen. Right? I didn't get to show up in any of the Sky 3 stuff. But yeah, I'm back.
My good old pal Arkwright and I go way back. He helped me out with a job once.
I've actually been AWOL from the series longer than you guys have been alive in real-time years, I'm pretty sure. I don't know when well, yeah, because I mean, if his last game was Sky 2, it's been longer than Agnes would have been alive, I'm pretty sure. Definitely longer than Fairy would have been alive if we were to use real-time years. It's a pleasure to meet you then. My name is Agnes and I'm his... Keep away from him! Fairy.
Well, this is a surprise. Never thought I'd run into a Kruger kid here.
I mean, just because he has questionable decision in clothes doesn't mean we should shoot him on sight.
You ain't got much muscle to flex, but your eyes are sharp as a hawk's. But I take back what I said about you being quick on the uptake. If you think you can come at me with a toy gun, then you're in for a world of hurt.
Who is he? Quit scaring the girls, Direwolf. That's my client you're threatening. And for the record, this is our room. You can't just barge in and out and own the place. Man, I'm gonna be honest, your ass is like level 10. I mean, I know we've given you at least a little bit of backstory to make you, you know, feasibly seem stronger and more competent, but I still, for once, I'm gonna be on the side that, like, I'm pretty sure you get your ass kicked. I'm only gonna ask you this one last time. What the hell are you doing here? That is one thing that's always nice about the start of the new arcs in the Trails games, is that, you know, you get rid of that dissonance of like, I'm pretty sure we could take this fucking guy. I'm just here on a little business trip. I arrived in the village just a moment ago. And imagine my surprise when I see a familiar truck at the entrance. Figured I'd swing by and say hello. I still owe you an apology, so I thought I'd smooth things over and ask you to take on another... Like when they're like, ooh, the NPC's so scary, I'm like, yeah, he'd probably kick our ass. Let me stop you right there. I'm never taking a job from you again. Frankly, I don't give two shits about what brought you here. Now get the hell out of our room. Damn, Arkrod, why you gotta be like that? I thought you took jobs from anyone, so why are you giving me the cold shoulder? 'Cause you're an asshole. Oh, you can forget about that apology. Got my replacements over square. But being square and going back to square one ain't the same thing. You not only burned the bridge, you demolished it. Literally. Pups like you are a rare breed. I think I'll keep hounding you until you change your mind, so I'll wear you down, whichever comes first. And as for what I came here for, Looking for a wild mutt who's been left off his leash. A guy with mint green hair. Ring any bells? Oh, it's our totally not evil friend. Take that silence as a yes. He's in the village then? I won't confirm it or not. I'm curious though. Why are you after him? Oh, we're just playing a little game of hide and seek, that's all. Not in any rush though. I think I'll chill here for tonight. Stay out of your hair, but remember, I'm always happy to lend a helping hand. Just throwing it out there. Get out. Unless you bring chocolate cake. I wonder, so, you know, that probably means Melchior is associated. Now the question would be, is he actually like a enforcer, or is he just like a candidate who's like working with Walter? Are you alright? I mean, he could also be, you know, unnamed other evil organization that hasn't really been introduced yet. That for some reason Ouroboros is always working with the the other bad guys in the arc. Yeah, I'm fine. That was just really intense. Who was that guy, Van? He was terrifying. Yeah, better off not knowing. That goes double for you. I'm guessing he's another person from the criminal underworld? In a way, yeah. He's got the bite to back up his bark, so steer clear of him. I don't envy that self-acclaimed bohemian. He must be in some deep shit if he's the direwolf's next prey. If that guy knows what's good for him, he'll drop everything and run for the hills. Honestly, he's probably would kick Walter's ass. I feel like that's what they're setting up. So you're gonna be like, oh no, he's a unassuming, you know, guy who loves hiking. Oh my god, he's actually the strongest person in existence. Who could have seen this coming? I'd probably turn tail if I was in his shoes. I'm staying far away from that bloodthirsty bloodhound. Ditto. Getting to wonder if that guy really is a bohemian. Also, where the hell is Bohemia? Alright, it's almost 7, which means dinner should be ready by now. The food ought to help us take our minds off that jackass. Probably drinking himself under the table as we speak, but we can just ignore him. I'll treat you all to some ice cream galettes with caramel sauce. A dessert a day keeps the bastards at bay. I'll admit, the van-like sweets joke is still pretty funny. It's got legs. Walter over in the corner. They don't know I'm part of Ouroboros. We all know you're part of Ouroboros. The food was wonderful, but I think I would have enjoyed it more if it wasn't so uneasy. I just zeroed into my food and put everything else out of my mind. Which, probably not something a Kruger warrior should be bragging about. Well, I'm sure the chef would be thrilled that you enjoy their cooking so much. Nothing wrong getting the most out of your meals. Eating good food's one of life's finest pleasures. Couldn't we be in the inn going to sleep? Those gluts are out of this world. Now that we've all calmed down, we should get back to business. Ida's shown up at night multiple times. Oh, yeah, I guess we could do that. I'd rather just sleep and we can go tomorrow. We already know where we gotta go. This is a prime opportunity to ask people about that. Heck, if we're lucky, we might run into the woman herself. That'd be great. I imagine most people have gone home, but there's sure to be a few who are out and about. Both the residents and the visitor might have some useful information for us. He's really grabbed my attention. I feel like I take my eyes off him, he'll vanish into thin air. You don't see many mysterious types like him around this village. Lady, do you know what universe you're in? He's very intriguing. The capital and its townsfolk are just full of suspense. You know how many mysterious green-haired individuals this series has? I don't know, at least like 2 now. I guess 3? At least 3? I heard from Rand that Kine is doing the shopping runs for her job now. She might even head out to some big city for college. I know it's part of her job, but man, it makes me jealous that she gets to go out. Actually 4? I can think of 4. Meow. He wants to play too. Alright, I'll play with you for a bit, but don't make any worry like that again, okay? Meow. I'm a cat. I don't know what you're saying. Flashcard wanted to play too. Mommy said not right now. I don't get it. Can we play with him tomorrow then? Now, Kent, give him some space, okay? Ashkar's really coming to his own. I see a dependable young man in his future. He's been talking about how he wants to be a bracer when he grows up. I bet he'd get along well with Annie. She's a smart cookie herself. Annie's a bit apprehensive. I think she gets that from me, but Ken is the polar opposite. I have no idea who he takes after. Well, I mean, I have an idea, but being honest, but Gonzalez is still a good man. I understand Kent looking up to him. Since my bike got stolen, I wasn't able to go fishing this afternoon. Probably thinking about jumping out the top of that inn, but it's not high enough to kill me instantly. But, you know, got to experience a lot of things you just can't find back in the city, and I found some good spots here too. I don't mind the time I spent one bit. Maybe I'll come back with friends sometime. Whimper? Sorry, I can't talk to your dogs on the way. I remember hearing the story about a hunter who took down some freakish monstrosity out east. Sounds overblown though, probably just an urban legend. What are you that's like the least crazy thing that's happened in recorded history in the last, like, I don't know, 5 in-game years. Remember like a year and a half ago when Ereboni had a flying fucking castle? That lasted for, like, I don't know, 8 hours before being taken out by a bunch of school children? That reminds me of the stories I used to read as a kid. They really got my young heart racing. Oh, so some dude killed a monster. That shit's definitely made up. The hell are you talking about? Thank you so much for helping me find Nero, Lashkar. No problem. I mean, of course, it's all in a day's work for a bracer trainee. I'm just glad Nero's okay. I don't like seeing you sad. It makes me sad too. Or when, Crossbill had a dictator who was like, I'm gonna blow you all up with my super cannon, and then he blew himself up? What the hell, man? Just saying, dude killing a monster, that's not that crazy. Some dude has not been reading the news. Thanks, now I want to be a bracer even more. Just wanted to ask, do you want to go to the capital sometime? Together, I mean? I just want to see the main guild branch there. You can tag along and we can tour around. If you'd let me, then yeah. I bet it'd be really fun seeing the capital together. What do you mean, let you? You don't need his permission. Can always count on Lashkar. I'm excited to go to the capital with him. I wonder why he won't play with me and Kent anymore. Man, why am I getting so nervous over this? I gotta make sure I'm worthy of her, and that becomes some of the strongest bracers she can rely on, I'm sure of it. No one is half the battle. Okay, Joe. I think I've got it all figured out. What can I get you? We're closing soon, just a heads up. Honestly, I'd really rather my grandpa close the shop earlier in the day. But he's a stubborn old codger, his way or the highway, and his way is we're open late. Things are smoother when my parents are here. We gotta jump through hoops a bit when it's just us two. He wants me to settle down with a woman, too, but really, who's got the time? Yeah, that's my excuse, too. There's just no time for it. My grandson's always telling me I shouldn't stay open so late, but sometimes you get good customers and not like that beauty who stopped in here just a bit ago. Besides, I can still run the shop, so what's the harm running it late? Ain't no one gonna tell old Fockin how to run his shop, no sir. Never really paid attention to your name before that.
Hello?
Ain't no one gonna tell Fockin what he can't fucking do. Viewable and connect on the to-do list. Got it. 100%. Me too, same. I'm always saying that shit.
So long.
On the to-do list. And connect. There. Get a...
I'll treasure it.
plus 10. Can I mail this to you?
Thank you, Van.
Okay, apparently we can. No, that's just requests. Okay. Why is the second floor of shops always... Is there like a law that's like no one can go to the second floor? I always got it cordoned off. Ranji's a real worrywart sometimes. Personally, I think we should trust Kaina's judgment. Who the hell is Kaina? Our little girl's growing up. If she wants to leave the nest already, that's her choice. I think going out and seeing what the world has to offer will do wonders for her. I'm sure Goddard knows his stuff, but I just don't know about Kaina going out shopping so much. I mean, I get it. Real world experience is important and all, but she's my one and only girl. I can't help but worry, you know? I mean, if I had maybe like 3 more, then I guess I wouldn't care so much. She said she wants to go out to Basel. She wants to visit Longley too. See the Eastern Art out there? Those places are worlds away from here. I know God's all gung-ho about it, but I want her to get some experience under her belt. Of course I'm still worried about her. I do wish she didn't spring this on us so suddenly. Which one of you MFers is Kaina? Are you Kaina? You don't look the type. I was just talking with the officer about what we should do. No one was at fault for the accident, but nonetheless the passengers' itineraries have been disrupted. Ideally, I'd like to get back on the road and get them through customs by noon tomorrow. We're finally making some progress here, now that it's looking like the bus will be back on the road tomorrow. But we're not out of the woods yet. The night is pretty dangerous, and we're not in great shape here as is. Monsters, though. I think we'll have a bracer down here soon to handle those. Ooh. They did mention a bracer was coming. Not much I can do about bracers, is the one officer out here. Wonder if we're gonna get like a real bracer, or it's just gonna be like, hey, it's me, Clyde. I'm not the one to look a gift horse in the mouth, personally. I don't think they'll blow their load by having Zen come this early. Plus sending Zen out to like some random village that's like, oh, we have wolves, seems a little excessive, but... Today was not your ordinary day. I'm just relieved that Mayor Wang was able to smooth things over with the passengers. By the time I thought about lending out some of the chapel's rooms, he'd already arranged things with the meeting hall instead. He's still sharp as ever. Thanks to him and Goddard, this whole debacle should pass within the next day or two. Watching everyone band together to figure out a solution like this makes me proud to serve here, even if it's just my assignment. Oh Goddess, I pray again for the safety of these good villagers and the travelers they invited into their homes. Okay, what if I pray for the opposite? How does this work out? We cancel each other out? My little brother Lashkar, he wants to be a bracer when he grows up. Makes me proud as a sister that he wants to help people like that. I joined the faith for similar reasons myself. It feels gratifying to be a source of strength and goodwill for the village. He shares that passion with me. Makes me happy to have him as my brother. I just turned around. Why are you bothering me still? I had to do a damn 180 again. I found Lashkar talking with one of his friends just a moment ago. And goodness, has he grown in my time away. Now that I'm back home, I can watch him grow up for myself, together with the goddess. We're just gonna go back to the inn, talk to our good buddy and pal, Walter. What up? Well, you're the last person I thought I'd bump into on my little errand run. Don't tell me you're still hung up over that now. You never change, do you? Shut your filthy mouth. You laid your hands on my baby girl and you chunked her like she was a damn chew toy. I'm not even trying to lecture you anyway. You wouldn't get it. All you do is break shit. I won't twist your panties already. Besides, I'm pretty sure I caught a glimpse of my own prized possession earlier. Now tell me, was such a terrible person take such good care of it, I don't think for a second you're some saint now. You never know what that truck meant to me. Van showed more anger towards Walter than Zen did, and like I don't remember. What the fuck did you do? It's been too damn long. Did you kill the master? I know it was that, and you went off like murdering people or something. You've been out of the damn series for too freaking long, sir. I'm trying to. Is it that he kills their master, but the master was sick anyway, or something? I don't remember. That's been like, what, 6 years ago that I played Sky 2? That's basically an eternity for me. Maybe not quite that, maybe like 5 years? Trying to think. It would have been like early 2019. So a little over 5 years. That's crazy. These villagers have been chatting with me, asking if I'm a new hire. Makes them sad when I explain it, but they've been encouraging me too. It's kinda been a while since someone said something nice to me. Maybe this is my chance to start over. Start living smartly instead of racking up debts. I didn't know if we had anything new. I help serve meals over at the village hall. It's a relief to see them adjusting well and settling in spite of everything. I can't help but feel like we were missing somebody though. Somebody big. Maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me. We're just now hitting peak hours despite all the commotion earlier in the day. Those passengers don't hold a candle to the usual suspects we get in the evening. It's kind of funny, Dad keeps praising me for holding down the fort when it's busy, but he doesn't bat an eye at how well I handle the rowdy irregulars. I don't know if he expects that out of me or if he's easier on them because they're all his age. Yeah, figures the barflies are buzzing tonight. They always rile themselves up whenever something happens during the day. Now I can keep a handle on them, of course. I like to think I'm well traveled out here, but I'm picking up on a lot of things that never gave much thought in the city. The farmers swear by fresh produce. They say it does wonders for your health, and I met an older man who could use that advice or some supplements. It's interesting to hear their takes on healthy living. Perhaps this is what the bartender meant by making connections? I'm grateful to the villagers for welcoming us for the night. It's incredibly kind to them. I live in Altier and I visit Crossbell quite often, but the village... I've never seen your ass before. I don't know who the hell you are. I know every person in Crossbell. That's not really true in the slightest, but the village has a certain charm I've never experienced before. Unlike the hustle and bustle of the city, I feel at ease here. I'm looking forward to Remy Feria, but I'm kind of glad we ended up stopping here. My children are rightly proud of their home, my daughter most of all. She wears the cloth well for certain, brings a tear to her old man's eye. Now my son, call it conjecture, but I see the stars in his future. Okay, you can't be getting tuckered out. This is nothing. This is only a 20-minute talking session, all right? You're not prepared if you're getting tired now. I'm starting to sound like that old friend of mine fawning over his kids for moons on end. That's just what old codgers like us like to do. Live vicariously through our children and punish any poor soul who lends an ear. Annie's a shrinking violet, I tell you, but she really puts a smile on my face. Wife was giving me a hard time the other day. You know what Annie did? She stepped up to bat for me. That was the happiest I felt all year. Ha ha! Love her to death, the kid. Yep. You can imagine my wife's pretty headstrong herself. Takes a stubborn one to put up with me. Kent took after us for sure. Kid's always getting his nose and stuff. Annie, my sweet little angel, she's just perfect. Where'd she get that from, I wonder? Wait. Oh, you should have another line. Well, at any rate, I'm not here to dig up old wounds. I make enemies out of allies. It's your choice to be butthurt about it. What the fuck, man? Okay, I'm just saying, I ain't met one MFer named Kaina. Who is this person? Are you Kaina? You're kind of old.
Why, hello. Thank you.
Maybe they've left. Maybe they're like in the main city and I just don't remember them. Are you Kaina? You're Kaina! I knew that, obviously. Welcome back. Hey boss, these guys wanted to ask you some questions. Have you got a minute? Did we? Oh yeah, I've never seen you around here earlier. Well, y'all had to hammer out repairs on the bus. Not a problem. I'm sure the passengers are much more relieved now. Your apprentice was a big help too. Yup, I handled their every need while you were away, no sweat. That reminds me, they had one specific question. Did we? I remember seeing you talk to that Jaeger lady the other day, before you lent her our truck. What was she doing with it? Oh, driving. That's what trucks are for. She bought a whole ton of gas as it happened. Hell, she bought every last strap I had and stuff. Just had it lying around with a solvent before she smashed it up. I don't buying bulk nowadays. I'm not poking out for it, and it ain't my business. That's why I'm talking like this. Got stuck by a hornet. You mean the stuff that old combustion engines ran on? I mean, I guess a Jaeger might have the uses for it, you never know. I don't know why Ida would be using those old kind of machines. And whatever she's doing with it, why would she pick it up now of all times? Right, I think this would be a low priority for her right now. Just what she'd be using it for. I can think of a couple off the top of my head. Well, there's enough info to make any kind of educated guess. We gotta piece together the big picture first. I mean, it could be that maybe there's somewhere where orbital stuff isn't working. We gotta do things the old-fashioned way. Well, I ever needed so much gas for 8 years only knows. Remember her group got caught up in something. Looked pretty grim back there thinking back. Either way, you watch out if you try to poke your nose in there here. Help out however we can if you need it. God damn it, start talking to me. I finally get to sit down kinda taking a break from the bus pace. Hope I got through to her a professional training. There's something she can speed through. Take more time out. And she's awful skilled and she's always looking for ways to improve. Verifying kind of knack for learning. But she can't skip the basics, so she'll trip over herself. She need to take it step by step. That's how she'll find her way forward. I didn't expect you to have so much dialogue, or I wouldn't have done that stupid voice. That Jaeger was looking for gas, huh? Eats so much she'd lug it all the way out here for gas. I guess you had a reason, so you guys are looking for it, I take it. I help however I can.
What do you need?
I don't know. I think if I knew what I needed, I'd be here asking questions.
There you go. Thanks. What do you need? There you go. Thanks.
Be gone. This is quite concerning. Agreed. Should we contact the guild? Did something else happen? Somebody missing? They said somebody was missing, but I don't remember any of the people to know who we didn't talk to. Good to see you again. You might have heard we've lent the meeting hall to the stranded passengers for the night. I mean, green hair's gone, but they said something about somebody big. I want to check on this now. We can't find one of the passengers. In the other passenger's description, it was a man with a very elaborate getup and striking appearance. We looked at the inn. We didn't check him into a room either. He very well may be in danger if he's straight outside the village. Man, could that be? It's the bill self-proclaimed bohemian that certain jackass was after. And he left the village earlier too, didn't he? Maybe he realized he was being followed, or maybe. We got our own business to take care of. We'll keep an eye out for him. Can we just tell the local officer if we find him? That would be much appreciated. I do apologize for having embroiled you in all this. Okay.
Oh no. Don't tell me.
Is that an Orbital bike?
Okay, our truck's still here at least. Thought it was like our vehicle had been... I forgot it was on this side of the bus. And I was like, where's our vehicle? Wow, that's one cool looking machine. Is it a vehicle? Yeah, this is called an Orbital bike. It's kind of like a bicycle. It's powered by orbital energy, hence the name. Surprised you knew that much. This came a thing in the Empire 3 years ago, but Vern's been looking into the idea around then too. Year after that, the 4 big manufacturers here started flooding the market with them. This bad boy is Red Star's largest bike and it's fast as hell. Top speeds, 2,300 slag an hour. Whatever that means. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess this thing belongs to the Dire Wolf. I think you're right on the money. I have to be pretty tall to ride it. This model just hit the market, so probably at a hefty price tag. Definitely heftier than my trucks. Figures that filthy enforcer be rolling in Mira. It's not fair. He doesn't deserve a sweet ride after what he did on my ride. Okay, so Van does know about Ouroboros. I feel like I'm missing something. So maybe he's read the plot summaries of some previous games at least. What exactly happened between you two? Glad you asked. Let me give you the full rundown. It all started 2.5 years ago. Wait, could you give us the short version, please? Nope. Wrong damn game, girly. I'm not skipping on any details, so buckle up. Okay. I think we're gonna call it here, since if this is gonna take a while, because I do want to try. I can maybe get 3 videos done today if I make them a little short and there's no backlog. So I'm just gonna try and keep doing the 1 a day. We'll see how that continues into the future. We might start occasionally having to have like days where there's no videos, but we'll see. But yeah, just in case we're going to be locked in here for like 10 or 15 minutes, we'll just go ahead and call it at this decent stopping point. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.